Last time on Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
We should tell them to just let loose. I bet they have some really flashy spells.
Indeed.
Avada Kedavra!
Oh, jeez. No. Oh. Avada Kedavra! Whatever it is.
it's like this kind of like, which is also probably one of the noises he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about it.
All I can do is carry out my tasks the best I can, in hope that one day I may be allowed to return to the town.
What do you mean?
I am not too sure myself. It is something I was told when I arrived. The Great Witch keeps a record of all the tasks we successfully complete. Then, when our accomplishments outnumber our failures, she will consider returning us to the town.
I wonder if...
He's been.
Don't bring him up.
That's it.
Don't mention his name. I wonder if Wordsmith is still in the market for a new napping spot. This tree is totally napping material.
I mean, he really is just like perfect for you, isn't he, Taylor?
You mean the Great Witch lives nearby?
On the other side of the river. It's quite far, but she can see our every move.
The best course of action may be to try and make our way there. There are still many questions to be answered.
Yeah, then we'll finally see if she's the real deal or not. Right, Professor?
Looking across the river, the Great Witch's mansion is slightly visible.
Mansion. What, that house there?
Yeah, you can just about make out the roof from here. Do you think the wall behind it could be Labyrinthia's outer wall?
No, Miss Faye.
Really?
It's probably a different huge wall around a different town in this storybook
Oh my
environment.
god, it's like Nick's back here.
If she stepped out, we would know. Oh, what could have happened to your mistress?
That reminds me. She mentioned there was a visitor waiting for her.
Something about a nice meal or something. I can't quite recall.
Or words to that effect.
Words. A venerable wordsmith, even.
Either Wordsmith or frickin' Amir.
Oh God! It could even be Amir. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Mm-hmm.
They love Amir.
No, they are
Oh no!
Oh God!
Oh no! Uh-oh!
both inside the room.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
We do?
Well, I think so.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Sarah.
Nice.
Nice. And then, just before we do hop on in, if you do like what we do here on this channel, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell to receive notifications about when we post our content on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
If you have missed it, we have recently started playing Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
We have.
Not Phoenix Justice, Apollo Attorney, or Apollo Phoenix, or anything like that. Apollo Justice. Which that first case is longer than expected, but it is interesting. So if you would like to join us for that, then please do. But for now, let us jump in and see what Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright are doing.
Who knows?
I love how non-committal that is. I just love how non-committal that was. It was like, let's see what's happening in the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, where we catch up with the Professor Layton versus the Phoenix Wright, doing the Layton versus Wright things. Who knows where they are, what they're doing? It just made me laugh. That was all.
There's some sinister music.
Oh, that's right. We had to go. We had to
Now,
go
children.
talk to them in the middle, didn't we? I think.
I believe
'Cause
so.
There's a
'cause
commotion.
There's a commotion.
Oh, yes. Oh, right. Right. Because the Great Witch Bazella is
in bed with Wordsmith.
has been entertaining a guest
Yes.
behind the door, and there was a scream.
A
and then
very
silence.
special guest.
Yeah.
Who came for dinner.
Who Taylor is praying is Wordsmith.
I don't need any other wishes. I just want it to be Wordsmith.
I don't want 3 wishes. I don't want 2. Just 1. Please
That's
be
it.
Wordsmith.
Taylor summons Shenron. What is your wish that in this moment in this game, 'tis Wordsmith seducing the Great Witch Bazella? No one else, please. Thank you. Okay.
And then Shenron's like looks at you really puzzled and is like, I mean, that wish is within my power to grant, but but
What?
just why?
You could have just asked some artists to do some fan art for you on that.
Oh no.
Some not safe for work.
No, don't give them
God.
ideas. All right, I'm clicking on these guys. On these folks over here.
Excuse me.
Oh no, oh dear. Wah! What gives? Could you please not scare me like that?
Our apologies. There seems to be a great many of you gathered here. Has something happened inside?
Something did happen. Oh, I can't even think about it. It's just so awful.
There was a smell of dinner and...
Are you quite all right?
So what is this horrible thing that happened?
At first, it seemed so normal. It seemed so kind. At first, they rolled out this delicious-looking roast chicken, with the roast potatoes and the gravy and the Yorkshire puddings and the peas. And, it looked so wonderful. And then, all of a sudden, Miss Priscilla just suddenly seemed to lose herself.
I mean, to be honest, that does sound like a nice dinner, to be fair. I can see why Wordsmith
I'll
gets
take
the
my
ladies.
clothes off if someone made that dinner for me. I'll tell you what.
So
Remind me to be careful if I make dinner for Taylor anytime soon.
Oh
Please
my
keep your clothes on, sir.
That's it.
Don't want to get confused with the sausages.
The Great Witch. She's gone.
Uh-oh. What?
Maya screams what, and Layton's just like,
Gormless.
gone? Gone?
Uh-oh.
to the Great Witch's room we may go. Okay.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Oh, that
I
looks,
understood that reference. Oh,
That looks like a mess has happened.
There's a lot of mess in there.
Oh my goodness, that definitely does not look like the scent of evening dinner to me.
No,
No.
it really does not.
It looks like a lot of wine has been spilt, a lot of
Well,
ketchup.
I hope it's wine.
A lot of what was happening is they were making a spaghetti bolognese. They hadn't got any spaghetti, and then the bolognese has just gone everywhere.
Oh, no.
Oh, mistress, I knew something was destined to happen. I felt a premonition most disturbing.
How?
How
Go ahead.
did this happen? I saw no one enter or leave this room. The entrance to the room was sealed shut. Where could she have gone?
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh,
no.
the biggin.
It's a locked room mystery, guys. Again!
They do love their locked room mystery.
well, at least Maya wasn't inside the room this time.
Oh, God.
Like, how do we know she's not just behind the curtains, honestly? Okay, let's get our hint coins.
Excuse me, I know there's a crime scene going on over here, but we're just going to look for some hint coins
Don't
first.
touch anything. Sorry, excuse me.
Oopsie.
Just pockets the coins. Oh, and there's the other. Being very careful there not to click on the shade. Okay, let's click on the obvious.
Say, there's the slash in the curtain, I think,
Oh,
yeah.
there's one.
The curtain hanging from this wall appears to have suffered a single tear down the middle.
Wait, Professor, let me just check. All right, it's clear. No one's hiding behind the curtain.
Thank you, Miss Fay.
You're welcome.
That could have been quite
I
terrifying.
can be brave. This place definitely screams something serious just went down, doesn't it?
It certainly seems so, Miss Fay. Unfortunately, the culprit seems to have disappeared. Where? This tomato puree, this tomato sauce, managed to get sprayed throughout quite a bit of the room.
From the looks of this place, the Great Witch definitely had her hands full with dinner. But what happened? I'll tell you when you're older, Maya.
We were getting so excited as we were making the sauce. As we were stirring the casserole.
Oh my. Oh boy.
Oh, it was pure magic. It was pure witchcraft.
Was there another thing?
No,
that
I
just,
don't think
no,
there
is it
was.
just the guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
there's a puzzle.
That's
Whoa! No kidding, Professor!
That's the lament configuration.
It would seem the Shades made quite the mess searching for the Great Witch. Let us inquire with everyone in the room to get a better understanding of the situation at hand.
Everyone being
In the form
one
of a
person.
puzzle.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. How about we start with that shade over there?
Oh, you know what this is going to be? This is going to be that puzzle we did before, isn't it? Where there was the one person who'd been murdered and everyone was out of the room and it turned out that it was like the Lady Knight.
Oh, yes.
I bet it's gonna be that again.
Might be.
A good suggestion, Miss Faye.
Excuse me. Do you think we could ask you a couple of questions?
Sure. What is it? It's not like I'm busy or anything.
Could you perhaps describe to us what you saw when you entered the room?
Yes, we all heard what sounded like a fight happening. On the other side of the door!
I like that they used the word sounded like a fight.
Some wrestling.
That's it. It may not have been a fight.
No matter how many times we called out to the mistress, there was no reply.
She was deep in the throes of making casserole.
We thought something might have happened to the mistress, so we forced the door open.
Oh no! Are you okay?
I was taking a sip of tea and I was thinking about my own joke and I made myself laugh and then I nearly choked on my tea.
They hadn't got to the special sauce yet.
No. They hadn't snuck in the secret Hendos.
Endos.
The Henderson's relish sauce. Oh, goodness. Okay.
So we forced the door open, but when we got inside, she was nowhere to be found.
You say she was nowhere to be found? And the door was closed the whole time?
It's not possible that she used some of her witch magic to
Well, yeah.
disappear or teleport.
How dare you accuse the great witch Bazella of being a witch?
Of being able to do magic.
Yes, it was most certainly closed, but somehow the mistress managed to disappear.
Perhaps Wordsmith let down his beard for
Oh,
her
my goodness.
from a window in the ceiling, and she
Or
climbed
he
up it into
engaged
the
his
tower.
rocket mode to zoom out of the ceiling.
Yes, all that.
Yes, I think he was definitely engaging that from the start. So, let me get this straight. She disappeared from a sealed room,
A locked
and then...
room.
Huh?
A locked room.
Oh.
you mean. Yes.
And then the room was found in a big mess?
You know, I think whatever the conclusion to this is going to be, it's not going to be as interesting or as funny as if it was Wordsmith.
No,
It's just
no.
not. No matter what happens, it's going to be well, okay, I could be proven wrong, but I expect it's going to be a disappointment compared to what we're assuming.
Oh, yeah.
It is a common affliction for people to be disappointed after comparing themselves to me.
Oh dear, I nearly choked my
Do
choked on my
you
tea again.
see?
Oh
Do
my
you see?
god. I just love that we've just got Wordsmith the sex pest in there. It's just-
If not that there's any shot of this happening,
He's
but
not a sex
I want to imagine there being like one of the creators of the game watching this and just being like, what the hell?
They're like,
How did
Why?
they make
for
this?
God's sake, we made this guy in an afternoon. We literally were just like, oh, we need a throwaway character to be in the first trial. Okay, right, yeah, old guy, it flies around like a missile. That's it. He likes dinner. Done. He sleeps a lot. There we go.
That's why he sleeps a lot, because he's up all night
He
to get lucky.
He
And
sleeps.
then
He sleeps
up
a
all
lot
night.
with people, with other people. Anyway,
I mean, he always says evening dinner, so he's obviously like out at night. He's nocturnal at
yeah,
this point.
he's got.
so-
He's got to save his energy during the day.
That's true.
You know,
Gotta
for the
conserve his
for the
energy.
for the rampant evening.
Professor, you know what this means? This means magic must be behind it.
This is quite the peculiar situation.
Not really. It's the second one within the same game.
The Great Witch mentioned having to meet with a visitor. Do you happen to know if that person was in this room?
A visitor. I faintly remember a visitor. I do remember hearing another voice. To be honest, I didn't actually see them.
And there are no other exits present in this room. Is that correct?
Correct. This main door is the only one.
So what you're suggesting is that this is what's known down our way as a locked room mystery, right?
Okay, so the Great Witch and her visitor both disappeared from the room. And even with all of those shades around, no one saw a single person enter or leave the room.
Or perhaps, Miss Faye, they're still in the room.
Oh.
This visitor simply managed to stay incognito during the ensuing commotion. That is one possibility.
Huh? What do you mean, Professor?
Allow me to demonstrate with this puzzle I prepared earlier. No one had seen the visitor prior to the incident, so even if that person was seen in this room, clearly no one would have realized it was them.
But wouldn't an outsider stick out like a sore thumb here? All of the shades are dressed the same.
I mean, are they?
I mean, they could have acquired some robes.
Are they literally trying to say it's the shade, guys? The shade, right here.
Yeah.
Indeed. Any outsider would certainly stick out. I imagine the shades would be quick to apprehend them. However, what if this person were to disguise themselves as a shade?
Have you ever tried to disguise?
Oh, you could be right. Maybe they disguised themselves as a shade right before the others came into the room.
Could I please ask, would you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Shade here? Why are you now suddenly profusely sweating?
It's very warm in here. I'm standing next to the fire.
Yeah. Yes. The fire that isn't present.
Well, no, there's the fire
I-
pit.
Well, there,
I suppose.
there's a lit brazier right back there.
I suppose there is.
not fire, yeah, brazier, not fire pit.
I suppose there is. Precisely. The rather
Oh, we got-
disheveled appearance of this room would immediately draw one's attention, thus providing the perfect distraction for the culprit to hide.
Okay, so where's this visitor now?
No, only God could know. Absolutely no idea. It seems that they've got away scot-free, Miss Faye.
Ah, drat.
No one has left this room since we entered. Therefore, he or she or they must still be in this very room.
All right then, let's hurry up and catch him.
For God's sake!
In order to do that, we must question everyone.
I like to imagine while he's taking all this time to talk about this, there's one person who's just like, doop, doop.
Yeah, just
Very
like
sneaking away
just
in
like
the background.
sidestepping out of the room.
They're almost at the door.
In order,
making this entire plan.
in order to do that, we must question everyone currently present in the room and gather some information.
Or is the puzzle going to be find the odd one out?
What do you mean?
The hand. Have we seen the shade's hands before?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay.
My apologies for troubling you once again. Would you please gather together everyone who entered the room?
Yes, right away.
Oh, there's the
Here
puzzle.
it is. The puzzle noise. Who done it?
Whodunit.
Who done it?
Oh, done it.
30 per carats.
30 per carats, yes.
5 shades entered the room. It is unknown who entered first. Touch the letters A through E on the touchscreen to see each of the shades' comments. Listen carefully and work out the order that they all entered the room. The first shade that entered the room is the culprit.
So this is.
It's one of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one with the blood on his robe sure looks innocent.
Well, you say it's blood, but it could just be a
Yeah, but
potion.
there's the vats outside. Isn't
Yes,
there?
oh,
A
exactly
red,
that.
Pink and blue, I think, weren't they? Were they pink and blue? Or were they red and blue? I know
yes.
one's blue.
Anyway, so I guess, shall we go A, B, C, or shall we go from left to right?
Let's go left to right.
Okay.
Those whose robes were stained with coloured liquid were somewhere in front and behind me.
So it wasn't him.
So, yeah, so we've...
He who stood ahead of me did not resemble me in size nor stature.
So that's either the thin one or the thin ones or the big one.
So someone was in front of B.
So
it
it's
can't have
the big one, yeah.
It can't have been B because it was someone in front or behind. Because someone was in front of him. There was already someone in front of me when I arrived. A little one trailed behind me. Okay. My robes were stained with this red liquid as I was carrying out my given task. It is unrelated. I was last to arrive. And then
A-E then?
one of the small ones came third.
Because somebody said someone with colour on his robes was in front of the guy. Oh no.
So then Bluey
He
was
was-
in.
So do we have to worry if one of them's lying as well? Is the other
They
thing?
didn't say that.
No.
No.
So
So E is in front of D. C is at the back.
Hang on,
Somebody
sorry,
said a
was the
little
colour
one
they
was
could-
in third.
E was in front of D. So there was already someone in front of me when I arrived. The little
So
one.
C was behind D because C came last, and then that would mean E was in front of D. So we've got C, E, D from last to middle. So then it's a matter of B or A.
Well,
C
it
said
can't.
he was
It can't
last to
be
arrive.
C, E, D from last to middle because D said that someone with a stained robe was in front and behind him.
And C
Right.
said
So
he
C was last.
C was last.
C said. So C arrived last.
Yep. Then.
So
I
then
guess
D
it'd have to
arrived
be then
before
D.
him. Then E
potentially
arrived before D.
There was a
Yes.
little one who was third.
E isn't. Yeah. E isn't a little one though, is he?
No. Go for A. What's A say again? One of the
small
small
One of the
ones
small
came in
ones came
third.
third.
So that's B then.
Well. Yeah.
Well, if C was last, D was second last, and E was
Well,
third to
it's
last.
got to be E then. It's got to be E because if C was
Well, that's what I thought, but
Yeah,
then
sorry.
is it too obvious?
C was last. He says one of the small ones came third. So hang on.
That's got
hang
to
on.
be B.
Hang on, right, hang on. So C was last. Oh my god, that's really bad. I want to be a 5.
What is that?
C
Oh,
is a 5.
E was in front of D, but we don't know what order.
Hang on.
Yeah, so D said one of the colors was behind him, one was in front of him.
Yeah, one was behind, one was in front.
And B
so,
said someone that didn't
and the-
look like
the-
him.
and the third one had to be one of the small ones. So
What did B say again? He said someone not of his stature, so that must be A.
So that must
So and again, well, when A says small ones, the thing is, and you have to be careful because
They're all
he's
small.
a large lad. So all of them are small compared to him. So he could mean someone skinny or he could mean someone short.
I guess
is my thinking.
Well, I guess anyone else even. He could mean one of the
one of the small ones came third. But he's taller and bigger than all of them. So it could mean either.
Yeah.
That's the kind of out-of-the-box thinking that you need, I think. I could be
Yeah,
dead wrong.
yeah.
Watch Taylor be painfully incorrect.
so
Somewhere in front and behind.
yeah,
me.
somewhere in front
So
and behind.
E's definitely in front of D.
He who stood ahead did not resemble me in size or stature. So I think he is in. I think he is like position 2. Or well,
No, he's third, isn't he?
no, because we've just ruled that out because this guy A says that
okay, yeah.
whoever is small. Sorry, one of the small ones was in position 3, but we're sort of suggesting that any of them could fit that criteria because
Suppose.
he's the biggest. So, where was it? Sorry, B. He who stood ahead of me did not resemble
suppose
me
you
in
could say
size
that.
or stature. So, it has to be someone who. It can't be C. Is what I'm trying to say. C is the
Yeah.
only one who is the same
Yeah.
size as him.
But then if we take that thinking, then B could either mean one of the tall ones.
I mean,
or the big
unless B means stature could also mean pose, and so B, C, and A all have the same kind of pose. Like stature tends to be like, so then that could mean that one of the willowy tall ones is what he's referring to.
one. Yeah.
Because again, it was D said that they were somewhere in front and behind him, right? It didn't say specifically that it was directly behind him, just that they were behind and in front.
Yeah.
Is that right, or am I talking out
No,
of my
no,
butt?
that's right. That's right. With the ones with the
We're
coloured-
somewhere in front and behind me. So if C was last, D may have been second, B may have been third.
D may have been second. B may have been third.
C came in last.
And then E would be in first place in that instance then. Because he would be in front of D. And then that way there's a colour-stained robe in front and behind. And then A
Yes.
would be number 4 in that case.
So E came in first.
No
D
one-
came in.
No one has mentioned
Second.
anything about A, though, either. One of the small ones came in third. My robes were stained. It's unrelated. I was the last to arrive. There was already someone in front of me when I arrived. A little one trailed behind me. Oh, yes, hang on a sec. Someone was
so
in
a
front of him, but a
little-
little one was behind him.
Yeah,
so-
but that can be C because C came in last.
Yeah. So, and we've got him
Oh,
in the
hang on.
first one, and a little one
Wait,
trailed
there was
behind-
someone in front of me when I arrived,
Which
so then it
doesn't-
can't be E.
A little one trailed behind, so that doesn't make sense for him to be like D to be behind him then, because he's not little.
Okay, let's erase that. So the one thing we know for sure is that C came last. That's the only thing we know positively.
Yep.
So
Someone in front
then
of-
D says that there was someone with colored liquid ahead and behind him.
Yeah, but we don't
There was
know.
already someone in front of me when I arrived, so it's a question of where E is.
Little one trailed behind.
So we could try suggesting 2. Just to suggest.
So if E came second and then B was third, that would match up with what A was saying, that a little one came third.
Yep.
And then if D came or
Yeah, it'd have to be
Fourth.
4th.
He'd have to be fourth.
then that would mean A came first.
So let's review then. So we have so he 5th place, his robes were stained, whatever, it's unrelated. He was the last person to arrive. Number 4, D. Those whose robes were stained with color liquid were somewhere in front and behind me, so that's fine so far. For number 3, we have B. He who stood ahead of me did not resemble me in size nor stature, and that's number
Which is
Could
E.
be-
so that would be, as you say, E. E, there was already someone in front of me when I arrived. A little one trailed behind me, which was B. And
Yeah.
then finally we have A, who's just like, one of the small ones came
Came
third.
third.
Well, so for third, we have now suggested that B came third. He is one of the
He's a little
smallest.
one, yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
I guess so.
I think that seems logical.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
you can move them. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you could do that.
Oh, for Monlantis' sake.
right, okay, so hang on. So,
That would have made things a bit easier.
oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Right, hang on. So, yeah, so
A
it's...
E B D C.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is annoying. I'm only doing that so I don't mess it up in a
A
second.
E
A,
B D C.
A, E, B, C.
B, D, C. No, B, D, C.
BDC.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Wait,
Literally.
I think I've got it.
There we go.
Yay, we did actually
It was
get
a
it right.
collaborative effort, guys.
Guys, we actually solved the puzzle
If only-
together.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
did,
but we actually did it
We
together
did.
for once. Most of the time, it's like one of us takes charge. But
Yeah,
this
because
is,
I'm a dum-dum.
And I'm also a dum-dum.
and I too can be a dum dum.
not as dumb as on the puzzles as we are.
Hey, why don't we spend less time sort of with this whinging and let's get on?
Oh, fine.
Great. Solid detective work. It turned out the larger shade was the culprit all along.
Is the larger shade hiding 2 people?
Oh god, it's oh god.
Wordsmith and Bazell.
No, is
would
it
appear-
Petal and what were the 2 kids?
Oh,
Cecil and Petal.
Cecil and
Petal.
Petal. Yeah, stacked on top of each other.
It would appear you're not quite the same as the other shades present in this room.
Humph.
Humph.
The one who was in this room with the Great Witch was you, was it not?
Harumph.
Impressive work, Sir Top.
Oh, it's
it was
Barnum! That's
Okay.
Barnum!
Impressive work, Sir Top Hat.
Wait a minute, I don't sound anything like that.
It was me all
It
along.
was me,
What? but what are you doing here?
the Great Witch's visitor.
I want to say that my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
The Great Witch's visitor was in fact you. Inquisitor Barnum. Inquisitor Barnum.
Inquisitor.
Because he was the visitor. You could say he was the Inquisitor.
Oh.
Oh my god, both of you. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
I have to say, that logic of yours is still as keen as ever, Sir Top Hat. Logic, coupled with careful, precise thinking, can topple any mystery. So tell us, what exactly are you doing here in this place? I might ask the same of the two of you. How can it be that both of you are still alive? You were turned into a gold statue. And was she not sent to the flames as a witch?
Hey, I am not a witch.
This must be the Great Witch's handiwork as well.
What? No way! Inquisitor Barnum? You didn't... Did you kill the Great Witch?
What on earth are you talking about? I remember doing no such thing.
You wretched liar! What have you done with the mistress?
Spare me. The condition of this unkempt room is but the result of its equally unkempt master.
Insolence! None shall speak ill of the mistress.
Please, stay calm. Inquisitor Barnum.
Please remain calm.
Meep, meep.
Inquisitor Barnum, please tell
Oh
us this.
no.
Please tell us the state in which you found this room. Tell us what happened here.
No.
It would seem the presence of an Inquisitor has fouled the atmosphere with the stench of distrust. Very well. I will tell you what I know.
Barnum is a tall lad.
He is very tall.
He's on stilts.
I did not think the situation would devolve to such a state. I only came seeking the one that could cast some light on the doubts that plague my mind.
And just who is this mysterious one?
You cannot say? Very well. Please continue, Inquisitor. I followed them and was led here to this strange forest. That is why I was here. I was aiming to put a stop to whatever plan the Great Witch was attempting to concoct. So, you disguised yourself in their robes and made your way here to this room in hopes of foiling her plans. All those who doubt the storyteller and speak ill of his word are a threat to all of Labyrinthia and its citizens. Of course, the witch refused to speak with me, and as I reached for my sword, grasped firmly in hand, I lost consciousness. Perhaps it was one of her detestable magic spells.
Magic! Lies! Your words are nothing but lies! Everyone knows the Great Witch can't do magic!
I am true to my word. That was what happened before you forced open the door. That is why I lost sight of the Great Witch and was left stranded in this room.
Rum. I'm doing it again.
Room.
Rub.
I think Layton could say rum and he would say room, maybe.
I attempted to make my escape a quick one in order to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. If you lost consciousness, then did you not see the Great Witch disappear?
Then you did not see.
If you lost
Did you not see? Did you not see?
Did you see?
Do you see?
Do you
I
not
do.
see?
If you lost consciousness, then you did not see the Great Witch disappear. Is that correct? Regrettably so.
Liar! You did it! Because of you, the Great Witches!
How many times must you accuse me? A court knight is always true to his word.
Maya's just there like, it doesn't feel very nice being accused when you're not guilty, does it?
Wait. Then how do you explain all this blood everywhere?
I've told you. You already figured it out. It's casserole sauce.
Oh, ew.
Actually, I do not believe this is blood.
What?
It's bolognese.
Oh.
I did not draw my sword. No blood should have been spilt. Unless they did it to themselves, or perhaps they had a bad cut, or some sort of terrible wound.
Bad cut! Jesus Christ. I think they slit the jugular if that was the case. Like,
Jesus.
Christ. All these
I'm laughing, but that's actually horrific.
Oh, no, I don't. Well, then, what is it?
It could be that strange liquid we saw with the shades brewing earlier.
Yeah, it's the one with the red flowers.
Oh,
I think you're right. It sure smells like it.
perhaps one of these jars containing the liquid was knocked over during the struggle. The liquid must have splattered into the middle of the room, thus creating the scene we now see before us.
I see. Now that you mention it, it does look like there's a broken jar on the floor over there.
But can there really have been no other way for the Great Witch to have escaped? According to the shades, there is not. Then, is the answer not clear? She must have used magic to disappear. Not
Oh no,
quite.
he's rhyming.
Not quite. Magic is not the only method through which one can exit a locked room. They can squeeze under the gap in the bottom of the door, for example.
Hey.
or they can go through. They can use the cat flapper mat to create a
Oh
door
my
within the
God.
door, and then go through the small cat flap door.
They'd have to be very bloody small.
Well,
Hey. Are you saying this whole thing is like one giant puzzle, Professor?
ooh, don't get me quite so excited, Miss
Oh
Faye.
yeah, I forgot you were in rehab, right?
But indeed, I could be. She managed to disappear out of a locked room with no other apparent exits. What other method could there be? Regardless, we must search the room thoroughly for any clues.
You got it, Professor. I'm positive there's a clue or two lying around here somewhere.
Indeed, Miss Faye. Shall we begin? Barnum?
The dance of deduction.
It's gonna be a lever or
We could leave the room. Oh,
the seat.
The throne. Oh, what could this be?
Did you find something, Professor?
Yes, it looks an awful lot like some kind of seat. But,
Oh,
but I
great.
feel that there must be something unusual about it because it's adorned in purple, and we all know that purple is the color of witches in this town.
It's also the color of royalty. I mean, in any case, that makes me royalty, right? Oh no!
well,
wait.
that's-
Just said it means witches. Oh shoot!
Oh,
That's
shoot.
why I was accused of being a
because
witch.
she's wearing the witch colors.
That's on the page that says which equals fire. That's the rule. Also, it says which equals purple. Very simple.
Purple equals witch.
Person plus purple equals witch. Yeah.
Miss Faye.
Actually, come to think of it, what color clothing does Darklaw wear?
Miss Faye, please come and take a look at this.
It's a throne.
Well done.
Yeah.
What, you asked me?
If you look closer, you'll notice this throne does not appear to have any of the red liquid on it.
Sure looks that way.
How very observant. However, if we just move this to the side... Dun, dun, dun!
Oh.
It's a person shape.
Oh! It must have gotten shoved there during Inquisitor Barnum's mad struggle. But what does this mean?
This throne does not have a single drop of the red liquid on it, yet the wall behind it does. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the throne was in a different spot when Inquisitor Barnum was having the fight of his life.
Very sound reasoning, Miss Fay. And who do you think could have moved it?
Well, it must have been Inquisitor Barnum when he was battling it out, tooth and nail.
I love this. How she's like painting this picture of him having this epic battle. I just imagine he was just like, well, someone's going to have to move it, aren't they? I guess it's going to have to be me.
'Twas not a battle fought with either teeth or nails, and I have no recollection of moving this throne at any stage. In other words, the only one who could have moved this throne was the Great Witch herself.
Oh, she's not in the chair, is she? Like the
the
like
chair.
the Junji Ito thing. She's like living in the chair.
Oh, Christ. No, I wonder if the panel at the back's like a secret entrance or
Yeah,
something.
I think that.
Probably.
Yeah. I think that's very likely.
Secret.
And I believe moving this throne is in some way connected to what she did next.
There's something else that, like, you saying hiding in the throne reminds me of as well. But it's probably very niche and probably no one would understand.
Well, I mean, you've planted the seed now.
Was it Stratosphere? Alan Partridge.
Stratagem.
Stratagem. Yeah.
Where he was wearing the chair.
He was actually the chair the whole time.
He was. Yeah. There was this point. This is a really. Yeah. Sarah wasn't kidding when she said this
sorry.
is a niche thing. It was like a live stand-up show that was on Amazon thing and a recording. And anyway, there's a point in the show where they're like, "Oh, where am I? You don't know where I am," and he was hiding in a chair.
Yeah, he was disguised as the chair the whole time it was on the stage. It was very odd.
It was very strange. That also reminded me of the Junji Ito thing at the time.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know about the Junji Ito thing.
It's fine.
And I believe that moving this throne is in some way connected to what she did next.
What she did next? Oh, you mean her little disappearing act?
Huh! Wielding that logic you love so much. What a weird way to phrase. But remember, this is the Great Witch we are discussing. She could have easily used a magic spell to disappear.
Uh-huh.
Lies! The mistress's disappearance is your doing. You will return her at once. Please, bring her back to us. Yeah, you detestable knight. We won't forget this.
Oh, hold on a second. Whoa. Where did you guys get those weapons?
Weapons.
Where? Uh-oh.
Tell us what really happened here. Tell us. There is nowhere for you to run.
Is this Robs and Mugs?
Shing.
Uh-oh. This is not good. Inquisitor Barnum looks about ready to rip them to shreds.
Ha!
Uh-oh.
Yeah!
Whoa!
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
There's just there's just a straight up murder just now.
Damn! He didn't hesitate to.
Oh. Huh? Wow, he went whole hog on there.
Listen well, servants of the Great Witch. If you seek the truth, you must find it yourselves.
Whoa! No wonder Inquisitor Barnum is so famous around town. He truly is an incredible knight.
It's a shame we didn't see any of it.
I cannot waste any more time here.
Oh no, he's winding up
There's a
again!
bloodbath.
I must make haste and return to protect the storyteller. Sir Top Hat, 'twas a pleasure crossing swords with you once again. An honor, Inquisitor Barnum. Miss Fay. Nuh.
Hey, yeah?
Your courageous acts of bravery are worthy of my respect and admiration.
They are worthy of it, but you shall not perceive it.
Were you not a witch who is weirdly back from the dead?
Courageous acts of bravery?
That is all for now. Until next time. Farewell!
Oh, yeah, wait till I tell
Did he manage to knock the chandelier off the ceiling when he was slashing the guys? It was just the AoE effect of his slash?
Maybe.
AoE. What happened in the basement, I wonder? Was it like a sphere around his person? And it damaged all things above and around and then below as well.
Maybe.
He used a spinning attack and went, yeah! And then destroyed all the vases in front
All
of him.
of the pottery
all
in
the
the entire
pots.
building gone. But think of the rupees we got.
Oh, Christ. He's gone.
Perhaps the good Inquisitor has anticipated the Great Witch making another appearance. He must have thought it's more important to work out her next move rather than dwell on how she disappeared. However, I do have to have the solution to a puzzle, and so we're not going to worry about that. Instead, we're going to stay right here and figure this out now. Inquisitor Barnum is set on ensuring the storyteller's safety and continuing the fight against the witches.
The storyteller finds this a bit curious, because as is written in the book, the storyteller has an everything-proof shield.
He has plot armor.
He's, invulnerable.
Literally.
He is quite determined to stay true to his responsibility as an Inquisitor. Huh. What do you know? Miss Faye, let us have one more good look around the room.
Right. Let's find some clues.
We are certain to find something that can solve the mystery of how the Great Witch managed to seemingly disappear. Let's continue our investigation. What's
Barnum
that
was
thing
resolved
on the
to swing from the chandelier. From the
Oh, the
chandelier
throne.
here.
Okay, the throne has moved. Is the
From the chandelier here.
I don't.
It's a song.
Okay.
From Saya.
Is it, yeah.
Saya, yeah.
Is it Saya or is it Sia?
No, it's Sia. I just.
Oh,
said
you're just doing the
because,
thing where you can't pronounce names of things. Of course.
That's correct, Pate.
Hey, Professor! Take a look at the wall where the chair was.
Well, actually, I thought I was clicking on the chandelier, but whatever.
Doesn't it look like that wall could be a door leading to a secret passage?
That's,
No, Miss Faye.
I was-
That's
that-
ridiculous.
That's quite curious, Miss Faye, because I wasn't thinking that at all. But now that you've suggested it, that's a ruddy good idea, isn't
Oh,
it?
gee.
Oh,
You said I had a good idea. Like Barnum said I was courageous. Oh, I can't wait to tell Nick. He's going to be so jealous.
Excellent, please. Can you please take her away?
Estella, I have a bad feeling. Somewhere, Maya is being smug.
Really? Wow. Maybe she is still alive then,
Oh
Mr.
no,
Wright, if you
her
can sense
ego
that.
is inflated.
That or her ego is so powerful it's transcended the realms of life and death.
Careful, Mr. Wright. She is a most formidable foe.
Good God.
Dear God.
Dear
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
As you suspected.
Excuse me? Taking credit
No,
now, are we?
So, let's have a look at. So, you were suggesting it might be a trapdoor. As I suspected.
Really?
It would seem the Great Witch did not really disappear into thin air. Although it is still unknown by what method she was able to make Inquisitor Barnum lose consciousness. She, clubbed him over the head with a big stick.
Or I don't know, maybe all of the weird liquids that are spilled everywhere.
Say all of the fumes.
I suppose, yeah, if all the shades are wearing masks,
Yeah.
then she could have a mask nearby, maybe, and maybe it's just.
It's like then they immediately lose consciousness. Like, wait, Miss Faye, I'm beginning to.
They just have like a crazy acid trip.
Oh, God.
We can assume she took advantage of the situation and escaped through this secret passage.
Is that the reality of the game? They're all just on one massive acid trip. That's the premise of the game.
Oh my god.
None of this actually happened.
Jeez.
But, Professor, even if we go after her now, do you think we'd catch her? What should we do?
I mean, we could explore, see where it goes. I mean, I don't think we'd catch. I'd be surprised if we caught her, but
I believe she intended for us to discover this secret passage. It would seem she has us right in the palm of her hand. However, if we are to discover the truth, we must continue to move forward.
You said it. All right, let's get going, Professor.
Don't mind if I do.
So I'm starting to wonder if like the actual Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright is when they each like each other's assistant better. And so then they fight at the end.
They have to fight over their assistants.
Oh, but how could you, like, disregard small boy assistant?
Yeah.
No, as in Nick wants to keep Luke and Layton wants to keep Maya. And so they're just like, nah.
No, I know. It was just like, oh, poor Luke getting abandoned by the professor. After such tragic circumstances.
Secrets of the Underground Wooings.
Wooings.
Chapter 6 of 99.
It almost makes you wonder what the point of the cutscene was,
well,
honestly.
I didn't mean to talk during it. It's just that with the angle I sit at, it was very dark, and so it just looked like a transition black screen.
I mean, it's all right, Taylor. No one would have known because I would have edited it out. But now that you've drawn reference to it, I'm going to have to leave something in.
Editing Pete could have worked his magic, but now it
And
is
yet
told
here
to
we
the
are.
world.
Here we are.
Whoa, who would have thought something like this would exist underground? This place is totally different from Labyrinthia. Kinda looks like something straight out of a history book.
Wait a minute. Is this actually freaking, what's it called? A Delos Park. And
Oh, God.
Labyrinthia is like one of the various places. And then this is like Aztec World. We've got Fantasy World. And then somewhere there's also Westworld,
Let's
obviously.
say when we're gonna get to Westworld.
Is that what this is?
Maybe. Want me to say it again?
Oh, sorry.
A long forgotten remnant of the past. It does stir up a desire to explore.
Whoa. Keep your desires to yourself, pal.
Jesus.
Come on, Professor. Let's go explore this place.
Well, I mean, see, now she's inviting him.
No.
I'm afraid the place, Sarah, the place. Jesus, calm yourself.
I'm afraid that finding the Great Witch is our utmost priority, Miss Faye.
Oh. Okay. In that case, let's hurry up and catch her so we can do some serious exploration of these ruins.
Some serious exploration.
Like-
We're gonna blow them up.
Oh no, grumpy Sarah.
Indeed. Archaic ruins are my speciality, after all.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Not
sorry.
like that other hack. Idaho Jenkins, or whatever his name is, with the whip.
Idaho Jenkins.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Oh!
Oh my god!
See, my brain went to like Lara Croft, and I'm like, that
okay,
sounds
fair.
nothing like it. But Idaho
No, a
Jenkins.
different
I thought
state
the
and a
whip-
different last name.
I
Yeah,
thought
no,
the
I
whip
get- I
would have
get it.
given it away. But
Yeah. See, I do like Indiana Jones and whatnot, but I've not sort of. Weirdly, it doesn't have this sort of place in me where I'm like, oh yeah, Indiana Jones is great. I always remember it. Like it just
you
kind
just
of.
remember Lara's big guns.
Like I like Indiana Jones, but it's just not got that sort of same big place in my heart.
That's why everyone voted in the BAFTA Game Awards. Why Lara Croft's the most iconic video game character. It's those polygon titties, people.
There was a couple of points that really caught people's attention.
For me, it was always the Final Fantasy VII Tifa, but that's not
Everyone to their
not
own.
split hairs.
Everyone to their own, I guess. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
What?
Just this whole
No,
bit.
just the tangent.
Oh, sorry. I mean, that's my fault. I apologize. I mean, we did cross off the bingo.
It's all
card.
right, sir. You could just read the line
Fine,
and we could carry
I
on.
will.
we could advance the text if only you read it.
Yeah.
Read it.
I am doing. Jesus.
We're all gonna be fossils. Professor Layton's gonna have to dig us out of the ruins.
Sarah, just read the law!
No, I'm not now.
Stop
Everyone's
talking.
beat me.
Oh
I'm not
my
gonna do
God.
it now. No. Oh yeah, I almost forgot you're an archaeologist, Professor. There you go. You're happy now.
Now then, shall we begin our search?
For the Great Witch.
See, and now it's just changing anyway. After all that. New.
Lying at the end of the secret passage leading from the mansion were some underground ruins lit by pools of water.
Taylor, I believe I've been reading all of these. And it was
No,
just you
because
did that last one.
No,
You did
no,
the last
I
one.
read the bit in the box, and then you say the Layton
professor.
quote.
Fine. Well, okay, then you can do the thing then.
No,
I'm
it's done now. No, it's okay.
What has happened to this episode?
Lying at the end of the secret passage leading from the mansion where some underground ruins lit by pools of water. What is the purpose of these ruins lying deep within the forest?
As an archaeologist, I have to wonder why a huge underground space such as this was constructed.
Is that it? Is that it? I'm pretty sure, Taylor, that I had been reading them previously.
Get in the comments!
I mean, probably. I just don't know anymore.
Okay.
I
What do
imagine
you think, chat?
Chat.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh,
And
sparkles.
that one on the lion statue in the background there. Come on. Nope, not the stairs.
Gonna be another brazier.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Da-da.
column. The broken column.
The broken column.
Broken.
Broken. Right, so let's click on some things.
My, these pillars appear to be the most elaborately My, these pillars appear to be most elaborately constructed. Those that built these ruins were quite skilled.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Maya doesn't get to say anything.
No, Maya's not saying anything. Well, what's she gonna say? Oh wow, this pillar's good, isn't it?
Really? Come at me, bro.
See,
I'll wreck you.
See, see, the thing is I'm nervous about which one's gonna trigger the puzzle: the stairs or the door.
I think the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Who could have built such a waterway? The archaeological finds in these ruins are simply fascinating.
Crazy to see this kind of waterway in a bunch of old ruins like this. I wouldn't swim in it, though.
Why not?
There was something on the roof. I think there was one high up.
Oh, there was.
Oh, how high does the ceiling go? I can't even see it from here.
It appears these ruins are quite large. Simply fascinating.
She's got like a bit of a, here you go, Taylor, a bit of a TARDIS situation.
Yes.
Where, how did they get such a big room?
Okay.
I'm just surprised you know what the TARDIS is, honestly.
Oh my god, I do know
Look,
a bit of the Doctor
I know
of Whoville.
we don't watch it avidly, but we're not that much of heathens. We do know some
Yeah.
of the Doctor.
Like he goes in the box, it makes a big flushing noise like a toilet, and then it disappears.
Flushing
And he
noise.
travels through time and stuff, innit? And he's got like a
Yes.
little doobry that he points at people, and it makes like a whistly noise, and then something happens. Usually, some sparks come out of something.
Just
practical
for
proper
any
things.
angry
I love
Whovians in
the-
the comments, you can direct your hatred towards Pete, not me, because I am a big fan of Doctor Who. But
Well,
just,
could we
just
have
at-
no
just at Pete.
hatred, please?
I
Can
don't
we point no hatred
Yeah,
at
no,
anyone?
no hate, please. This is please
It makes me
understand.
sad.
Please understand that this is a bit.
It makes me sad.
I don't dislike Doctor Who, but I'm not as avid a fan of it as I once was. It's it's all right.
This door won't budge. It looks like it needs a key to open. I bet you the Great Witch is on the other side of this door.
No, I'm not! Yes, that is a possibility. However, there is still another room nearby that we have yet to explore.
Okay, Professor. We should go check out that other room first, then.
Professor, I thought you said that we shouldn't explore the ruins. That we should focus on finding the Great Witch.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there
a
we
new
go.
destination.
Small room.
All right, then I suppose we'll go up the small room. Zoom.
Zoom. Oh, a little box.
Oh, did you just say a little box?
There's a little box on the table.
What, like the Ark of the Covenant? I don't want to lose my face. We're in an old Aztec ruin. What could possibly go wrong?
That or it's a mini mimic.
I suppose there is that. Might bite your hand off.
Oh no.
I didn't see how big it was because Maya's in the way.
It was little. It was a
Oh, it
little
was an
one.
ick-
It's
oh,
a
was
mini
it- oh, an
mimic.
ick one. Okay. Might nibble your fingers.
Yes. I wonder what this room is. There are stone statues everywhere. Say, Professor, is it me or do these statues all look really sad?
I agree. There is a certain air of sadness to them. They almost seem to be in pain.
They're giving me the chills.
I mean,
Uh-oh. Is this the witch?
I mean, the purple text suggests it's going to be the wick.
I suppose.
Oh, right. Purple equals witch. Right,
I
right, right.
suppose. Oh, come on, Professor. I know being creeped out by statues seems kind of silly, but you don't have to laugh at me.
no, Miss Fay, that was not me.
So glad you could finally make it, Professor Herschel Layton.
No, I do find it quite disconcerting when they use your full name.
Oh, wow. Don't tell me we caught... Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought, don't tell me she's going to appear and we've caught up to her already.
As I thought, it was you that led us here. Tell us, what secret lies within these ruins?
Now, I think you're capable of journeying to the beginning and finding out the truth all on your own.
The beginning?
Have you ever wondered why the storyteller started writing a story in the first place?
No.
More importantly, why does he continue to write it?
Because he's got a lot of ideas and he just really wants to make his magnificent octopus.
Magnificent octopus.
Sorry, his magnum opus.
The answers to those questions are located within these very ruins.
If that is true, then might I ask why you are sharing this information with us?
Simple. I want you to get closer to the truth.
This doesn't seem very witchly to me. This seems pretty much like somebody wants us to, I don't know, figure out a puzzle.
Congratulations, you figured it out.
Good God, man.
I'm afraid you'll have to work out the rest for yourselves. But I'm sure that's child's play for a gentleman of your caliber.
What exactly are you plotting?
When the light of truth shines upon the hidden darkness of the first story, the legendary figure will rise.
Okay, admittedly, this does sound a little bit like some prophecy now, though. It's getting a bit weird.
The Great Witch Bazella!
Huh? But you're Bazeller, aren't you?
Me, Bazella. I hate to disappoint you, but you've got the wrong person.
Wait a minute, so there's more than one great witch?
I was gonna say it's like the great fairies. There are multiple great fairies. There's
Yeah.
multiple great witches.
The mistake we made was the assumption that there was only one.
Yeah, but the Shades were calling you the Great Witch.
Ah, yes. They did indeed call me by such a name. However,
And you may not be able to see this, but there is also a label on the subtitles that say the Great Witch. You may not have noticed.
that was for an entirely different reason.
I'm afraid she is correct, Miss Fay. This person is not Bizella.
Huh?
The real Bizella would never expose herself so freely. It would place her in far too much danger. It would be tantamount to turning herself in. Also, there was something very strange about those shades in the forest.
Strange?
Was it the insisting that she didn't use magic?
One must wonder why they would consider her the Great Witch when there is no magic present here.
That's true. So much has happened so far, but none of it was related to any magic.
When we met in the Eldritch Woods, and even now, you had something you wanted us to find. If you were truly Bezella, then there would be no reason for you to lead us along in such a manner.
That is correct. I am not Bezella. Rather, I actually wish to meet with Bezella. And that moment will soon come to pass. The truth lies with your cute new friend.
Huh?
Until we meet again.
Please, wait! We're not finished yet. And did you just call Miss Fey cute?
I think she's referring to Espella.
I can't hear her voice anymore. I think she's gone.
It would appear so.
That witch wasn't Bezella after all, huh?
It would seem our great witch has been demoted to a mere witch.
Oh man. Here I thought we finally managed to catch Bezella.
Remember what she said, Miss Fey? When we find the truth, we will find Bezella.
Say, Professor, when do we find the real Bezella? Do you think this will finally be over? I mean, everything. Witch trials, that fake fire pit. Do you think it'll finally all come to an end?
Yes, I do. Bezella is at the root of all disaster in Labyrinthia. If we catch her, then everything should come to an end.
Then we know what we've got to do. Let's go, Professor. Maybe there's a clue or two around in these ruins somewhere.
Of course. We cannot afford to stop just yet.
But we're already 5 minutes over the episode.
Let us move on, Miss Fey. Ooh, what is that strange noise?
Huh? I wonder what that sparkly thing was just now.
Oh, something seems to have fallen. Oh, it appears to be a key.
Convenient.
What do you know?
You think the witch dropped it?
Judging by the patterns on this key, it would appear to have some sort of connection to these ruins. Perhaps even the door in the previous room that we elected to not go through.
Yeah, it definitely does. Remember that huge door back near the entrance?
I believe I just said that myself, in fact, yes.
I bet it's related to that door. My spirit medium's instinct is never wrong.
I'm sorry, you're what?
Oh, I'm a spirit medium.
Wait, so, oh, there we go. So, spirit medium's instinct, you say? Well then, let us head back and check.
Yeah, but, you know, that witch must be pretty absent-minded just to drop her key like that. That's something Nick would do.
I also love the idea if she just goes like, oh yeah, I'm a spirit medium, check this out, whoosh, and does a thing, and it's like, that does seem quite witchy to me.
I'm not sure that's entirely the case. Perhaps she intended to drop it here.
Really? But why would she do that?
So we can continue to move deeper inside the ruins. Naturally.
Oh, you mean she's trying to lead us to the beginning?
I mean, it would, it's what she said, so reasoning would follow. Yes, precisely.
Boy, she really wants us to find this truth, huh? Whatever it may be.
We could not have asked for a better clue, even if there is an ulterior motive behind it. If it is the truth she would like us to find, then we must be prepared to face it.
All right. Hold on to your hat, Professor.
Why? What are you going to do? Is this the spirit medium thing you were talking about?
Because the Order of the English Gentleman and the Feisty Spirit Medium is coming through!
A most ambitious title, if ever there was one. Let us head to the entrance, Miss Fey.
Gee, you're so much nicer than Nick. He'd call me an idiot right about now.
He could have told me to get back in my box, to wind my neck in.
Or eat my hamburgers, because he thinks I've got some obsession with hamburgers for some reason.
Although I do really fancy one now. Oh no, is it not? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Mysteries. Is this like the Great Witch actually isn't the Great Witch?
The witch that captured Espella in London, who turned the professor into gold, is the Great Witch, who leads the shades in the Eldwitch Woods.
Huh. Okay. Okay. This so-called Great Witch was not in fact Bezella. I feel as if she is trying to nudge me into ascertaining something. Okay. Game. Game. Game,
Well, we've got
what are you doing?
extra content, guys. Here we go.
Right. Mr. Wright, we made it outside. The coast looks clear.
Ow. Oh, sheesh, my back is killing
I didn't know if that was Taylor despairing at first or it was actually Nick. I wasn't sure. Or both.
I think that elderly woman has left for a break now. To be honest, I was a little nervous there for a second.
By the way, where are we? Espella, do you know?
No, I've never seen this place before. There isn't a forest like this anywhere in Labyrinthia.
We must have travelled quite a distance.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? You were doing
My
great.
voice was like at the end there.
Did you guys see that just now?
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, intruders.
My, I wonder who that is. That's quite an odd outfit they have on.
Right then, how about I go over and ask where we are?
Luke, I'm not so sure. Wait, are you serious? But they're wearing such weird outfits.
They're just not going to acknowledge that it looks like that other one.
Now, Mr. Wright, you mustn't judge a book by its cover.
Okay, I understand the sentiment, but yeah, you're right. What was I thinking?
I
Giggling
just
at.
love that he's getting scolded by little Luke there. He's like a full grown ass
Don't
man.
be mean, Mr. Wright.
You must respect your elders.
Okay.
Okay.
We can finally get to the menu.
Don't you dare click on anything.
I am not clicking. I am going to click save, and that's it. And so, with that, everyone, after that charade, oh my goodness, I didn't mean to keep clicking that. It is
no,
finally time to end the episode. We do hope that you enjoyed this extra little tidbit of information and that you would consider joining us for future episodes. And if you do want to do so, then why don't you consider hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button, and ringing the bell so you can catch our future content on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Indeed you do.
And if you like other things, Ace Attorney related, then why don't you check out our other series where we're playing Apollo Justice Ace Attorney? Or if you like other things, we've got some other things as well.
Yeah, go check them out.
Yeah. And with that, we're getting out of here. We're going.
See you later, guys.
And remember, not judging a book by its cover is valid advice, but when the person is a dark, hooded figure who's menacingly breathing through a gas mask, maybe you can judge the book by the cover a little bit.